Hey, welcome to the quick look at the Darkstrider Mini. So let's not stand on ceremony, shall we? Let's break this bad boy open. So Alright, and what I'm going to do is I'm making it so that I can keep the main part of this tray like so, because it's always handy when you have a number of minis to build, and it's always handy to be able to, for example, like here, you lay your minis out like there with everything that you need for one particular miniature, and then you can just put it down, work on it, build it, and then once it's done, put it to the side and bring the next one down to do. So there's a tip for you. Keep these, always handy. Right, let's have a look at the destructions, which are on the reverse to the front. So there you go, that's the Darkstrider Mini. 3 main assemblies, 1, 2, 3 smaller sub-assemblies. Now when I build Darkstrider, I will not glue him down to his base, so to make it easier to paint him. I may even keep his head separate to basically make it easier to paint that. But you get a 32mm base, and this is the sprue. So let's look at the sprue. You get a nice little tiled floor plan, a wall with plenty of bullet holes in it, and then obviously the miniature drones that are part of his build. Great Pathfinder sculpt here. His armour looks fantastic. It's obviously a little bit different on the back to make him stand out even further. But yeah, that's basically, that's Darkstrider. There's not a lot to him. The tops of the miniature drones here look great. They also kind of remind me of the Scarab bodies. But yeah, that's looking like it's going to be a good mini to build. So we'll build him, come back in a sec, and we'll get him built up. I cheated a little bit. I've already glued the base together, which is just 3 parts. Obviously the black base, the tiled floor, and then the wall. Fairly simple for that to go together. The other thing that I need to just tidy up are the tops of these drones. Now I am going to turn around and say that these tiny drones are very fragile. If you're not careful, you're going to bend them, because they're held together by very tiny legs when they're attached to his hand and his backpack. So make sure that you take great care when dealing with them. And these drone tops, that's 4 and 6. So they are numbered differently, so you need to keep them separate. Now, starting with his head, there is a tiny assembly that goes, just attaches just to the side here. And that is, oops, that assembly. So he's got like some sort of eye reticule that comes down over his eye and a boom mic. Okay, so that goes onto the side of his head like so. His weapon arm attaches to the right shoulder. And it is angled down. So making sure you get it in the best possible place. I'm actually not going to keep his head separate. I am going to glue it on. Like so. He then has his bonding knife and a spare pouch which attach to his waist. Like thus. And he's, as you can see, he's coming together nicely. And his left arm, which is extending out a drone for release. Oops. Goes on like that. And then we have this assembly which goes onto the right hand side of the back of his armour. Goes on just there. And that's it. In position like that. And part number 4 goes on top of the drone in his hand. Now these will only go on one way because there is a groove cut out in the front of the drone, so they will only go on one way. Like so. And then number 6 again has a little groove cut out in the front. And goes on like so. And then he will, once I've painted him, here there's two just on the base, you see these little projections here, his feet actually attach to those, and that's how he's secured to the base, like so. So that's him complete. As I say, I'm not going to glue him down because I want to access to paint him, but that's basically it. Okay.